Today, we are going to be building and launching an entire app live using Claude Code. This is going to be amazing. We are deep into building our vibe-coded app store. And by the end of this stream, I'm hoping this is the one. I'm hoping this is one where we put it fully live and everyone can use it. It's going to be amazing. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is my Jordan flu game this stream. I am as sick as a dog. I am the sickest person on planet Earth right now, but vibe coding never sleeps. AI never sleeps. We got to get this done. So let's do this. I'm going to pull open the vibe coded app store in Claude Code. I'm going to pull that open right now, and we are going to get to work. I hope everyone has been good. I took Wednesday off. It had nothing to do with the illness. They were just testing fire alarms all day in this building, and there was 0% chance I was going to stream with that background noise. If I am constantly muting during this stream, it is because I am coughing my absolute brains out. All right, Vibe App Store. Here we go. Let's get into it. I'm going to go here so you can't see my API keys. How has everyone been? How is everyone doing? We are so back. Hi, so has anyone tried the Claude Code Chrome extension? Oh, yeah, that's something. So I did. Well, Claude for Chrome. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but I want to test. What I want to test, maybe we test it today, is the Claude Code, how it can control Chrome now, how it links to that through that Chrome extension. So maybe we will try that today. Now Claude Code can control your computer, which is pretty amazing. That's going to be cool. Also, what's up with all the people claiming Claude is nerfed engagement farming? They never seem to post the associated prompt so people can replicate the problem. Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot. A lot of people complaining on X that Claude is nerfed. I don't experience this. I feel like this happens every month where people will complain Claude Code was nerfed, and then I never experience, like, it happens every single month, and I never experience it. Like, I just, Claude Code seems perfectly the same to me as always. I still think it's mind-blowingly good. I don't know, and you're right. They never share the prompt. They never share, like, examples. It's always like, wow, Claude is stupid. I'm unsubscribing. They never show examples of what's not worked. So I don't get it. I'm not experiencing that. I don't know if this is like a paid campaign because Claude Code is dominating. Because Claude Code's like dominating every other AI tool out there. And so like the opponents of Claude are like paying people to say, oh, it's stupid now. I'm seeing the same thing with ChatGPT. I have like 1,000 people tweeting, oh, I'm canceling ChatGPT on my home screen. And they're like screenshotting them unsubscribing from ChatGPT. Like, what are we talking about? 5.2 is excellent. Like, and why is it that everyone is posting the same screenshot of them unsubscribing? Like, is this a paid campaign? I have a feeling, bear with me here, because I'm Dayquil'd and NyQuil'd and cough dropped and Advill'd and everything out of my wazoo right now. So bear with me if I start getting delirious. But like, I just think so much on X is a psyop. I just think so much on X is a psyop where like there's people doing, this is 100% confirmed a fact, people promoting AI tools like they're sponsored by them, but they're not disclosing they're getting paid by them. I know a lot of people like this. They're like promoting these tools and they're not disclosing that they're getting paid by those tools. Like that's like the biggest issue in the AI space. But I also think there's a lot of other psyops going on where people are like crapping on Claude Code, they're crapping on ChatGPT, and they're getting like paid by other companies to do that. And they're not disclosing that either. So like, I just think Twitter is the biggest psyop. I'm wearing the XAI shirt. But there's it's not XAI's fault. There's just a major psyop going on X where like people are either promoting tools without disclosing they're getting paid or they're crapping on other tools without disclosing they're getting paid. I'm not getting paid by any of these people. I do take sponsorships on videos, but I disclose at the beginning, hey, this is sponsored. I'm looking at this tool because it's sponsored. But I don't take like sides for money, right? Like I promote Claude Code because I think it's the best tool and they're not paying me. They don't even talk to me. No one from Anthropic even talks to me. If I were to be loyal to any tool because the company is talking to me, it would be Google, because a lot of them talk to me, which is out of all the companies, Google talks to me the most. Anthropic, OpenAI, none of their employees have ever acknowledged my existence. And yet ChatGPT is still my favorite Chatbot and Claude Code's still my favorite coding tool, and none of them talk to me. I'm wearing an XAI shirt. I went to their hackathon, but none of them talk to me or like follow me either. So there's just so many corrupt people on Twitter. It's crazy right now in the AI space. People promoting tools, getting paid, not saying a damn thing. And I know some of them, and it's kind of annoying and sad that you would. I don't even want to call it selling out. I think that's too light of a term. Sell out when you promote stuff and get paid and then not disclose it. I don't think there's anything wrong with promoting stuff and disclosing you're getting paid. But if you're promoting stuff and you're not disclosing you're getting paid, I think that's worse than selling out. I think that's like, it's just corrupt. It's just corruption. And there's a lot of it at the moment. I don't understand the people claiming that Claude Code is nerfed. I'm not understanding the people that say ChatGPT 5.2 stinks and they're unsubscribing. I use both of those tools 12 plus hours a day. And I just think 5.2 is incredible and Claude Code's incredible. Think about where we were like a year ago when we were at Sonnet 3.5 and like ChatGPT 4.0. Like both of those were significantly worse than where we're at now. And all people do is complain. Like, what are we talking about? What the hell are we talking about? I'm as sick as a dog. Mute. And we're back. The fact that I'm doing this stream in the state that I am in is unbelievable. The fact that I'm doing this stream in the state that I'm in is absolutely unbelievable. It's the only reason you didn't get a video the last couple of days is like I can't even talk. This is the first day I can talk. Yesterday, I could not talk. I was so sick. Only supposed benefit is that you can see devlogs, but other than that, I can't get it to even 5-step workflow. I think the benefit of the Claude Code integration with Chrome is deeper than just Claude Code, right? Claude Code is an agent. It's an AI agent. It's the most powerful AI agent in the world, and now it can control your browser. So I think like the people think, oh, it can just see my logs. Like it's deeper than that. Now we have to come up with use cases that leverage that outside of just debugging code, because that's a huge capability. I'm thinking about use cases for an AI agent that can control your browser that's outside of coding. That's the key. That's the people thinking next level right now aren't thinking like, oh, Claude Code can control my browser. Now it can debug bugs for me. The people thinking next level are like, oh, Claude Code can control my browser. Now I can have it do long workflows for me and do things for me completely outside coding. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did you see 5.2 Codex came out 24 hours ago? Yeah, I guess we could do a benchmark. Do we want to benchmark 5.2 Codex? Do we want to start off the stream with a 5.2? Here's the vote. Let's do a vote right now. We can either dedicate this entire stream to trying to build and launch the Vibe App Store, or we can start off with the 5.2 Codex benchmark and then go into the Vibe App Store. Should we do that? The only reason I'm hesitant to, the only reason we're not doing the benchmark right out the rip is, I'm going to be honest, I've never been impressed with any of the Codex models. Let's do this. Plus, start a poll. Agenda for today. 5.2 Codex benchmark. Build App Store. Start poll. Boom. Let's see what people. We're going to leave it to the people. We're democracy. We're a democracy in the FinFam live stream. We're a democracy in the FinFan Vibe Coding live stream. This is a democracy. Alex, join the club, man. I'm at work. You on one monitor, business on another, and I'm dying. You sick too, DB Tech? I haven't been sick in years. I have like the greatest immune system on planet Earth. I haven't been sick in years, and I am getting torched. I felt this illness in me a few days ago, and I felt like my immune system fighting the illness. And like, I'm like, come on, win immune system, win immune system, win immune system. And then yesterday, the walls broke down and the invasion happened. They invaded me. The illness invaded me. It looks like 5.2 benchmark is winning. I mean, we'll do the App Store after. It looks like 5.2 benchmark is winning. Alex, please show how to do an iOS app with Expo and native React, says Santiago Gorzo 5121. We can do that on one stream. I want to build and launch an iOS app. I think what I'm going to do in this next year is I want to launch iOS app. I want to launch a bunch of stuff. I think I want to launch a bunch of micro apps over the next few months. I think that's what I want to do. I want to get in the iOS game. Vibe code, an app that uses real-time voice to diagnose your sickness and suggest one-click checkouts for remedies. That's pretty good. Vibe code, an app that uses real-time voice to diagnose. So it listens to my voice and can tell by the way my voice sounds that I'm sick. The issue is I don't know if the tech's there yet. I don't know if the tech can do that. I have it for months. The Chrome extension. Yeah, I've had, but now Claude Code integrates with that Chrome extension. Opus 4.5 seems fine to me. I tried using Gemini 3 Pro again and had Opus 4.5 fix everything it effed up per usual. Yeah, Opus 4.5 is the GOAT. I don't know what people are talking about. The people that like complain about Opus getting nerfed, like, what are you talking about? It's the greatest coding model of all time. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Mary F. Kill, Cursor, VS Code, Anti-Gravity. Well, I mean, if we're talking in a vacuum, where like if VS Code is just straight up VS Code and not like Claude Code inside VS Code, and you're just talking like straight up like GitHub Copilot in VS Code, then you got to kill VS Code. Then I'm probably marrying Anti-Gravity and effing Cursor. Anti-Gravity, I think, has a very specific vision that I'm totally bought into. I saw this tweet about Cursor, I think it was yesterday, that I think I agree with, and that makes a lot of sense. Cursor is a great tool, and it was the first AI coding tool I ever used, and it's like great. The issue is it seems like they're like a team without a product manager, and they're just releasing a whole bunch of random things scattered across the board with no one dedicated, unique vision. And it all seems kind of hobbled together. And I think that's an issue for them right now, where it doesn't seem like they have one complete vision. Like they don't know if they want to be like an IDE or an agent manager or this or that. Anti-Gravity, it's very clear what their vision is, which is they want to be like an agent manager. They want to be the place where you go and you just manage a bunch of agents. And so I'm bought into that vision. Is their execution the best right now? No, there's still some errors, but like I'm bought into that vision. Cursor, I think they need to choose a vision and stick with it. I think they have too many visions. They have like 100 competing visions. And I think they've kind of built their brand and they're like, oh, we're a bunch of smart people that just build things and we ship. And I think there's upsides to that and there's downsides to that. Upside, yeah, sounds cool and your velocity is super high. But downside is like you ever play like StarCraft and you do like the Zerg rush. What is it, like the Zergling rush, where you just do like you just build as many Zerglings as you can. This is like the nerdiest reference you'll get on the stream. You build as many Zerglings and then like you just send them in and you just rush all the other bases. It feels like Cursor's like the Zergling rush, where they just like spawn and then they build a bunch of Zerglings and they just send it after. Like it's just like chaos. And there's like, oh, build everything, ship everything, build everything. That might be a reference that like 99% of people on the stream do not understand, but it is what it is. You're watching my stream, so I'll make whatever references I want. They didn't nerf it. They actually changed the harness for the CLI and it got worse. If you downgraded to, it went back to being good. I think they just, I read from the PM of Claude Code today. It looks like, oh, Build App Store took the lead. Build App Store took the lead over 5.2 Codex benchmark. Oh man, it looks like Build App Store. We're not going to benchmark. Maybe we'll benchmark. Maybe I'll make a video on the benchmark. It looks like Build App Store is going to win. It looks like they, it looks like they rolled back Claude Code though. It looks like they rolled back a bunch of changes to make it better. Yeah, I bet they just changed some things in the system prompt. I haven't noticed anything worse. I use Claude Code all day out the wazoo, but a lot of people complaining. I had to like blow my nose and sneeze and cough at the same time, and my brain can't decide what to do. I'm not going to downgrade Claude Code. I'll let them do whatever the hell they want. The one time someone posted both a prompt and output, it turned out to be a silly corner case. Yeah, it's like the people, and this drives me nuts. It's like the people that are like, oh, you can't use ChatGPT, use Grok because it's more based. And it's like, why do you think ChatGPT is like not based? And then they show their chat logs and it's like them like debating like the most extreme fringe political opinion of all time. And it's like, they can't get ChatGPT to agree with them on their extreme fringe political opinion. And they're like, see how corrupt this is? See how corrupt ChatGPT is? And it's like, dude, just like if you're having political debates with your AI, you're using AI wrong. You have the single greatest super intelligence of all time. You can build anything you want. You can start a business in 5 minutes, and you're using it to have like political debates about the most fringe, crazy political topics literally no one thinks or cares about. And because you can't get it to agree with you, you're like, oh, I can't use that. That's horrible. No one should use ChatGPT. It's like you're never going to find, if like you only use AIs that agree with every single political topic you care about, like you're just using the AI wrong. Like, what are we doing here? AI should not, I think AI should not have political opinions. And anytime you ask it a political opinion, just say, F you, get a life, loser. But if like you're going around saying, oh, don't use GPT because it's woke or because it's whatever, because I can't get it to agree with my absolute fringe opinion that literally 99.9% of people don't even think about on a daily basis, you're just using AI wrong. You're just using it wrong. I'm sorry, you are. Like, oh, I only use this older version of Grok because it's based. Like, you can use this to build any business or product you can think of, and you're busy debating like, I don't even want to like say the topics on the stream because who cares? X has the new feature to mark posts as spam. Can you mark posts as spam on X? Is that thing you do? It's a bunch of bots reposting posts that did well in engagement. I'm already like 11 minutes behind on chat because we're on a rant. We're ranting today. We're absolutely Codex 5.2 XR is actually insanely good, slow but sniper precise, catches stuff. Yeah, I've always said Codex is smarter than Opus. I've always said that. The issue is that, and why I stick with Opus, even though Codex is smarter, is Codex is significantly lazier than Opus. As in, when I tell Opus to do something, it not only does it, but it's like rearing to do 100 other things. It's like, oh, I thought of this. Can I do this? Oh, I'd like to do this as well. Oh, you asked for this, but I also did these 20 other things. And I love that. You tell Codex to do something, and it's like, it does half of it, and then it's like, okay, all done. I'm like, didn't I tell you to do this? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, why didn't you do it? And they're like, I don't know. I'm like, well, just do it. What are you doing? Just do it. Half my prompts to Codex are just do it. Why didn't you do it? Just do it. And so that's how I use Codex. Is it like Opus can't figure something out, then I'll give it to Codex. And yeah, that's how I use Codex. It's like a co-pilot where it's like if Opus can't figure something out, I give it to Codex. I am sick and drugged out of my mind right now. Dayquil, NyQuil, every Afrin, every med you can think of is flowing through my brain. Today will be an uncensored live stream. We'll be full of rants about AI and stuff. And it's just going to flow out of my mouth. And I hope you don't mind because I am sicker than you can imagine. I got tissues out everywhere, all around me. Hopefully the app we're building turns out well because I don't know how anything. The fact that I'm even on this live stream right now is a stone cold miracle. All right, let's run this. Let's just see where we are with this. Are we running right now? Let's just restart this. NPM run dev. Hey, Alex, I built a tool that scrapes local businesses, generates websites for them, and outreach is fully automated, says Everest Chris. That's pretty good. I mean, like, I think there's huge opportunity right now in like the boring businesses, the local businesses, right? The businesses that we haven't worked on this in like a week, so I probably have to reset the super base. In like the boring businesses, like the local businesses, like getting them up to date with AI. If you can build something around that, I think you'll be in a really good place. I'm pretty sure my Supabase instance for this project just timed out, so I just need to go and reset it. I just got to go and reset it. Let's see here. Did I do any video, buddy? What did I do? Projects. How's everyone doing? Is everyone doing well, by the way? Creator buddy. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Has everyone had a good week? I have not had a good week. Mainly because I've been sick out of my absolute stone cold mind. I've been absolutely sick out of my stone cold mind. However, it's not surprising people claim models are nerfed or stupid after seeing some of their prompts. Fix it now. Yeah, I don't say this, even though I think it on X, because I just don't want to get into flame wars with people. I'm just not interested in getting into flame wars. But I think 99% of people who say it's nerfed is a skill issue. It's just a skill issue. I think 99% of people who say, oh, this is Claude nerf, skill issue. I 100% believe that. I'm restoring the super base session. And I don't want to say that on like, what's going on here? Why can't I get this resumed? I don't want to say that on X because I don't feel like getting in flame wars. But I think it's a skill issue. Like, what are you talking about? Did you see Claude might release a new model for Christmas? Did you sell out of your Kalshi bet? Well, the rumor I'm hearing is it's going to be like Sonnet like 4.7. I don't think they release 5. I did not sell out of my Kalshi bet. For those who don't know, I have $800 on Sonnet 5 not releasing. What is going on in this? Project is setting up. Okay. Let's see here. I bet $800 that Sonnet 5 will not release this year. Portfolio. Let's see what the percentages are at. Will Anthropic release Claude 5 this year? I'm going to win this. 5% chance I'm going to win this. What do I get if I win? $836. There's no way. I'm hearing rumors that Claude, I think Sonnet 3.7 is going to release, or 4.7. There's no way Claude 5 drops. There's no way. All right. Where is my database for this? AI employee, AI investor, app builder, FinOS. Where is this? Claude Agent, SDK, Vibe, App Store, Creator Buddy. One second. I'm just getting this. Let's turn on the music. People like the music. Let's turn on the music here while I figure out what's going on with this database. Background music, lo-fi. Here we go. I see what's playing. I can't hear it. Why is this still setting up? We might have to do benchmark because the database, Supabase, is playing around with me. Supabase is playing around. We might have to benchmark 5.2. We might be in a situation where we're benchmarking 5.2. And then hopefully the Supabase will be set up by the end of the benchmark here. New Cap Media made a quick AI workflow breakdown for your channel and how you can automate your content. It's just a spam. What is that? 200 what? I don't even know what currency it is. Made a quick AI workflow breakdown for your channel and how you can use it to automate your content. Want me to DM it? No, I don't want you to. Thanks for the money, though, but no, I don't want you to. Thanks for your 200 of that currency, but no. And I don't mean to be like insulting, but I get literally 400 DMs, emails a day with that exact message in it. And what pisses me off, and I don't mean to crap all over a person who just sent me free money, even though I have literally know how much money is that? What's 200 of, I don't even know what currency is that. Let me ask chat. What currency is this and how much money is it? Let's see here. Let's see what chat has to say. How much money is that? That symbol is the Indian rupee. So that's $2.40. Thank you, New Cap Media, for the $2.40. But I'm going to be honest with you about a few things. One, I get that message 1,000 times a day. You have no idea how much my content's automated, right? So you're setting this like, oh, I figured out how you can automate your content. You don't know how. Maybe it's all automated already. You don't know. So that's number one. Number two, made a quick AI workflow breakdown for your channel. You say this message as if you actually made an AI workflow breakdown for my channel. Like you went and did the work and you have like an entire workflow ready. You're lying. You did not do that. You just want me to say yes, and then you're going to do it. You're lying to me. You didn't actually do that. You didn't actually make the workflow. You just sent that message, lied, and said you made the workflow. Then once I say, because if you actually did it already and you spent all the time making the workflow already, you would just send it to me. You wouldn't wait for my permission to send it to me. You would just send it to me. But you didn't actually do it. So you're saying you did it to try to trick me into saying yes, and then you'll actually go then do the work and then send it to me. Like my guy who makes my thumbnails for me, I don't know where on planet Earth he's located. He just DMs me thumbnails on WhatsApp, charges me like $30 for it or something. The reason why I hired him is, you know, I get literally 400 of these messages a day. And this is, I'm not doing this to crap on you, New Cap Media, although I kind of am. I'm doing this to like tell you, like, if you actually want to close deals with your cold DMs and cold messages, this is how to do it. The guy who I hired to do my thumbnails for me, he didn't message me like all 400 people that email me a day. They email me with, hey, I built a bunch of thumbnails for you. Just give me the go ahead and I'll send it to you. Just give me the go ahead. It's like, no, you didn't. I know you didn't. You just want to spam me, make it look like you did a bunch of work. And then when I say yes, then you'll do the work, right? The guy who I hired to do my thumbnails, he's one of the 400 people that actually did the work. He just sent me a bunch of thumbnails for free. Like, he's like, oh, I went through your channel. Here's a bunch of thumbnails I did for you for free. Never talked in my entire life. And then I looked at the thumbnails, like, oh, these are actually good thumbnails. You're hired, right? So New Cap Media, I appreciate the $2.40, but if you want to close deals with like cold messaging like this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. Because anyone with 5 brain cells is going to know you actually didn't do the work, and now you just started the relationship. You just started your relationship based on like a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just start, like, everyone knows you didn't actually do the work, because if you did the work already, you would have emailed me with it and sent it to me. Like, if you want to close deals, if you want to be more than the 500 people, anyone with more than 10,000 subscribers on YouTube gets 10 trillion emails a day with this exact copy in it. I can go open my email right now. I get 10 trillion emails a day with that exact copy in it. Hey, I did all these things for you. Just give me the go ahead. If you actually want to stand out, you're going to have to do the extra work. Thanks for the free money, though. I appreciate that. 200 rupee, $2. Yeah, that's very nice. Very nice. Thank you for that. $2. Hey, man. I just gave you killer advice, by the way. I just gave you killer advice for only $2. For only $2.18, I just gave you killer business advice. Like, you should probably send me another 10,000 rupees for that, because I just gave you excellent business advice. That's easy, like a 40,000 rupee piece of advice I just gave you. Easily. I demand 40,000 rupees for what I just gave you. I already forgot your name. What was your name? New Cap Media. That's like easily 100,000 rupee advice I just gave you. Easily. Easily. 100,000 rupee advice right there. Oh, John Caravillo, 1999. Alex, crash my iPhone app. Mute app. All right. Let's do it. See, this is a spam message I like. This is a spam message I like. If you send me 1999... I mean, I'm not going to sit here and download your app live on stream. That's like a lot. It's just a lot to do. I'll lose half my viewership if I sit here and download a random ass app. Mute app. Is this it? But for $19.99, I'll bring your app up on stream and take a look at it. Mute. Is this? I assume this is it. Anxiety tamed. Morning rituals to alleviate anxiety. Here's my issue. I love it. I mean, I think this is great. I think wellness and anxiety and all those things are like, they're only going to get more popular. And I think all these like wellness apps are going to do great, and you're going to do great, man. This looks good. I like the branding. Because people are only getting more mentally unhealthy the bigger the internet and things get. The only thing I have is like, my number one source of anxiety is my phone. My number one, I don't have anxiety. I'm not an anxious person. I don't have anxiety, but the times where I don't feel the best, the times where I don't feel the mentaliest healthiest is when I'm on my phone. For me, and I think this goes for like 80% of people, if they would just do this, their life would get significant. 80% of people are like, oh, I have anxiety, I have anxiety, I have anxiety. If you just used your phone significantly less, I bet your anxiety would disappear. Right. And so the reason why I don't have any wellness apps on my phone, I don't have any meditation apps, I don't have anything like that on my phone, is because my number one source of not feeling mentally healthy is when I'm on my phone. And so my cure for my mental unwellness, if I'm ever mentally unwell, is simply just put my phone away. That's my cure. But, you know, I think a lot of people are mentally unwell and would love this app and need anxiety apps to feel better. The branding looks nice too. It's a good looking brand. I like it. I like it. Mood app. There you go. Thanks for the $19.99. I appreciate. I hope this is your app. I might be advertising someone else's app. I don't know. Broad, move on. Who cares about this guy, says the Rob Special. Rob Special, this is my stream. I will rant about whatever I want. Brother, move on. We don't care about that guy. Get back to the content, says Rob Special. Rob Special, how about this? You go live stream, then I'll go on your stream and tell you what the hell to do. If I want to rant about that guy, I'll rant about that guy. I'm yelling out the wazoo. My neighbors hate me. My neighbors hate me. John Caravilla with an $1.99 super sticker. I guess that was the right app. The fact that you followed up with $2 more after I looked at your app. Bro, your rants crack me up. Thank you, Joe Hernandez. Let's have more Joe Hernandez's and less Rob Specials. All right. You want this Rob Special? Here we go. All right, so here's where we are. I got the database up and running again. Alex, first time in a live. I like your work. Let's move on and get to today's agenda. Listen, our Armada. This is a live stream. Sometimes we vibe code. Sometimes I rant. Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I get happy. It's just life, baby. It's a live stream. If you want the super tight educational videos where we just go in and it's all educational, you can watch my mainline channel like videos. Sometimes on the live stream rant. I'm also sick out of my mind right now. I'm also sick out of my mind. I am on so many drugs right now. I'm the sickest I've been in years. I'm on Dayquil, NyQuil, Afrin, Advil, Tylenol, cough drops. I'm on everything you can imagine. I do not have control over my skin suit right now. So sorry. All right. I made a list last night of everything I wanted to implement today for our Vibe. For those who don't know, we're building a Vibe Code app store, an app store where all of you guys can submit your Vibe coded apps and we can discover new apps. And you can get exposure and you can get your first customers. It's going to be cool. Because my brain doesn't work, I spent like 3 hours last night just sitting in front of an empty notepad, writing down what I wanted to do with the app. Okay, so make sure the database is set up. We did that. Perfect the postings page. Okay, so I want to perfect the postings page. So if we go on one of the apps, let's open one up on the apps. So we have the image there. We have the about this app. Oh, let's log in. Let's log in. Okay, app not found. Go back home. Okay, here we go. So you can add comments. You can see the maker. You can share it on social media. You can visit. You can upvote it up and down. Let me mute so I can blow my nose because I'm sick out of my... Thank God I muted for that. You did not want to hear what just came out of my face. You did not want to come out. You do not want to hear what just came out of my... I missed the trash can. You do not want to hear what just came out of my face. Thank God. If I did that unmuted, what I just did into that tissue, this would go from 73 concurrent viewers down to 0 in 5 seconds. If you just heard what come out of my face. Yeah, this is the type of content I like now. Rob Special, the good news is I do it all for you, baby. I do it all for you. Now that you're happy, I'm happy. Have you used Gemini Flash? Oh, we should benchmark that too eventually. I have. I mean, it's a Flash model. I don't think you'll use it for any sort of serious workflow. You know, I think the Flash models, like the Haiku, Flash, all of those, I think really the only time you're using, I think they're built for like AI agent behavior. like the really light, cheap behavior you want AI agents to do. Like I'm building an AI agent right now, and it's like, I just don't think you're gonna do any serious workflows with them. I don't even know what I'm saying, to be honest with you. My brain's not operating right now. Respectful request. Please do double rants to make up for lost Wednesday stream. I feel like I already hit the rant quota. I feel like I already gave you double rants. We're 37 minutes in. I haven't done anything vibe code related. I've just ranted the entire time. I'm building a game. Will you accept games? 100%. 100% Ludovic Carceles. And I don't mean to be offensive. I hope this doesn't offend you, but you look like the bad guy from Lord of the Rings. Who's Sauron? Saruman? What's the character's name? Saruman? Saruman. Saruman. Saruman? Is that the name? I've been meaning to reread the Saruman. I've been meaning to reread the books. I don't want to offend you, dude. I hope this isn't offensive. But you look like Saruman. Am I right or am I wrong? Like, did you play Saruman in Lord of the Rings? I mean, you look literally exactly like Saruman. Like, you, even where your facial hair is black and like darker, he's exactly where Saruman's facial hair is darker in the stash. I mean, if they make another Lord of the Rings, you're him. You're in. You're hired. If I were to direct a Lord of the Rings movie right now, Ludovic Corrales, you're hired. You're Saruman. You got the role. It's over. Bro, keep your panties on. I love your live streams. I just hate when scammers get highlighted. Is he? I mean, he is a scammer, but like he gave me $2.14. So how often do scammers give away money? You know? I don't know. All right, so we got to improve things. Let's do this. Let's go to Claude. I'm going to screenshot this. I don't love the way this project listings page looks. Let's go to Claude and give him the screenshot and say, how would you improve this listings page? Oh, so I should have muted before that. Sorry. All right. All right. We'll just say I'm working on the app listings page. How do we improve this? What do you think? Paste. I'm going to paste in the image. Sometimes when you're using Claude Code, sorry, I feel like my lungs are coming out of my throat right now. When you're using Claude Code, you want to make sure like I try to use it as like, I try to think of it as like, not only like a senior developer, but also as a creative partner. I like to think of it as, and like, so I'll do a lot of things like this where I just ask for its opinion. I say, hey, what do you think about this? How would you improve it? I think people need to do this more often, where you just use it as kind of a creative partner to bounce ideas. What do you think about this? How would you improve it? What would you change? Because a lot of times you're going to come up with really good ideas, right? Looking at the top detail page, here are the issues I see. The problems: giant blurred hero, takes up too much space, hard to read, doesn't add the value. Yeah, it's right. There's like a giant blurry image. Disconnect layout, left sidebar, cards, feel fragmented. Empty about section, no description content visible, wasted space, old styling remnants, the glass panel effects and gradients don't match your solid dark theme. Suggested improvements: remove the hero image blur effect, replace the cleaner header for a smaller app banner. Yeah, let's do that. So it's saying that the header banner is just a little too much and weird, and I think I agree with it. I'll show you what that looks like. That's a good idea. See, Claude Code come up with it. People saying it's nerfed. No, you're nerfed. Anyone who goes on Twitter and says Claude Code's nerfed, just reply back, no, you're nerfed. Yeah, I think that's too big. I think it's too blurry. Oh, the monitor just went crazy. All right. Yeah, I think it's too big and too blurry. Like, what is that? Why is it so big? Let's start with suggestion number 1. All right. I'm telling it to remove the header. It's gonna remove it and make it better. I unplugged my external hard drive this morning from my Mac, and now literally every 10 seconds I'm getting a pop-up on my Mac that says you unplugged it incorrectly. Shut up, Mac. Shut up. Every 10 seconds, boop, you unplugged it incorrectly. Boop, you unplugged it incorrectly. Who ejects hard drives correctly? Are there people who sit there and then right-click on the hard drive folder and go eject? No, you just rip that shit out of your laptop. That's what you do. Yen Radman. What's up, Yen? How you doing, bud? I feel like it's been a minute. How you been, Yen? How you been? I feel like it's been a minute. No, you don't have to call the police, honey. It's just the neighbor getting mad at the viewers. I'm yelling. I'm in like a small apartment building, and I'm yelling out my mind right now. I'm yelling out my mind. My neighbors hate me. My neighbors hate me. Your last video about I'm feeling like Google AI Studio was fantastic. I tried it so many times and actually started repeating. Really? It repeats the same ideas? Damn, I gotta come up with more ideas for I'm feeling lucky. I'm glad you liked it though. It's performing all right. It's a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10. The video. It's my 7th best performing video out of my last 10. Oh, now it's up to 6. Now it's up to 6 out of my last 10. So it's doing decent. I'm working on a brand new idea, by the way. I always work on 20 ideas at once. I'm always working on 20 ideas at once. I got a brand new idea I'm liking. Maybe I'll go into it next week. Done. The app detail page now is a much cleaner layout. All right, let's check out the layout. Let's see what this much cleaner layout looks like. Did not eject properly. Shut up. I feel like Mac OS peaked like 4 years ago. Does anyone else feel like Mac OS peaked like 4 years ago? So this is the new cleaner layout. I think it's pretty good. About this app, comments, ask the maker question, share. I wanted a updates, app update section where it had like recent updates on the app, so the maker can show what recent updates were. Let's go back to Claude Coding and get that. Didn't we once have like an app updates section on the listings page where makers can give updates on what has changed recently? I'm going to do new video probably dropping tomorrow. Worst case, if I'm going to try to film it after this. If I'm not feeling well, the worst case is dropping like Sunday or Monday. But new video dropping about all the Claude Code updates from the last 2 weeks. For those who haven't been tracking, they've done like a 25 days of Claude Code or something where they've released a new update like the last 25 days. And there's actually a ton of really nice updates. So video on all those small updates are coming either tomorrow or probably Monday, depending on how sick I feel after this. My body right now is doing strange things you can't even imagine. I can't even describe them on here right now. Been good. I've been playing around with the Google AI Ultra plan. Nano Banana is so awesome for making memes. Yeah, Nano Banana Pro, like other than Claude Code, Nano Banana Pro might be like the craziest invention to come out of AI. Like, it's actually incredible. Yes, the changelog section is still there in the code. It just only shows if the app has changelog entries. Oh, okay. The app you're viewing probably doesn't have any changelog entries in the database. In the section, it is invisible. Would you like to make the changelog section always visible? Check the database types to see if... Okay. Today's update broke the CLI. I'm using the CLI right now. What are you talking about? What do you mean it broke the CLI? I'm using it right now. Other than that, I recently voice acted in the Courage the Cowardly Dog fan game, which got featured by Moist Critical, which is pretty cool, I guess. That's sick, Yen. That's awesome. That's great, dude. I gotta check that out. I did the AI Studio thing, and after clicking past a bunch of stinkers, I found a good idea. It will definitely be a use to me. It might make iOS... Yeah, so for those who missed the video... On Google AI Studio, there's this really cool feature in Google AI Studio I think everyone should be doing. I view it as like an AI gym. So what you do is you open up AI Studio and you have this I'm feeling lucky button, and it gives you like a random app idea and you just build it, right? So you say I'm feeling lucky, you get an idea, build a gardening assistant app that identifies plants from a photo, provides a detailed care instruction, and you hit build. And you just build out whatever it is and you try to add features onto it. And then if you come up with a good idea, you export it out, put it in anti-gravity, keep working on it. If it's not a good idea, that's fine. You move on, but you spend 10 minutes a day doing this, just building out whatever it gives you under I'm feeling lucky. And it's almost like an AI gym. It's like a gym where you're working, right? And like you're working out, and like every day you just come up, you do a rep, you build out a micro app. I think it's cool. Let's see. Can I see my apps? So where's my apps? Okay, visit. Okay, so how, as a creator of an app, do I add feature updates? That's what I'm curious about. Let's ask Claude Code. Sometimes you ask Claude Code, hey, how the hell does the app I'm building work? Okay, so if I'm a creator of an app, how do I add updates to an app to make it display? The top right in the banner feels empty, though. Yeah, you're right. We got to add something there. Hi, do you review websites and apps built by AI? Do I review websites and apps built by AI? I do if you join the Vibe Coding Academy. We do a call every Friday. We're going to be doing a call after this in an hour. Where I review your apps and give you feedback and advice. Link for that, I think, is down below in the description. If you want me to review your apps and websites, join the Vibe Coding Academy. I do calls every Friday where I review everyone's stuff. You get a full Claude Code masterclass. I just added a full Twitter masterclass on how to write on Twitter and gain an audience there. So that's all in the Vibe Coding Academy AI Tech Navigator. So I check that out if that's something you want to do. Pat's on Sunday Night Football this week. Gotta love it. So any video on Sunday needs to be earlier enough to soak it in before the game. Yeah, you're right. I don't know how videos perform on Sundays, though, so I might just wait for Monday. We got to win, though. We have to beat the Ravens. We're in bad shape if we lose to the Ravens on Sunday. Bad shape. Can't lose 2 in a row. I agree. 7 out of 10 is about right, I will say. Though that is a great way to spark some alternative ideas. What version am I on, says Daniel Ryder. In all caps. I don't know. Can I do /version? How do I see what version I'm on? I don't know. I don't even care. Whatever. You're right. There's no UI for that. Changelog field exists in the data model, but there's no way for creators to actually add updates. This is a missing feature. To complete it, we need an add an update tab or section of the builder profile page. Create an API. Okay, let's add this. I'm thinking if a maker owns a page, they can see the updates section and add to it. Enter. So we're going to make it so that the makers can go to their page in the App Store and add updates to it. So like I'm on like my page for this app I created. I should be able to add updates to it so people can see what I've been adding to the app. Why do you shout? I don't know why I'm shouting. I'm very sick. I don't know why I'm shouting. I also do have an auditory issue. I was diagnosed with as a kid, where I do actually not understand the volume of my voice. I do have an auditory issue. It is a defect. AI Studio Swizz HD, representing the Twitch community. AI Studio is incredible. I wish the context was a bit better. At one point, it starts redoing the same things. Yeah, this is the issue of most of the Google tools. Anti-gravity, AI Studio. There's just a lot of rough edges. They have a lot of rough edges they need to figure out. A while back in one of your other videos, you did a tutorial on creating Claude skills, and one of them was a UI UX skill. Now that Anthropic came out with their own front-end designer plugin, which is the best? In that video, I went over a few skills. I don't use many of them off. The one I use the most often is the designer skill. I haven't found many skills that like I'm using like soup. Why does it mute me? Test. Like my thing just randomly mutes. It just says mic muted. No one has more audio issues than me on planet Earth. Oh snap! There's a Discord. There's a call tape. It's in the Vibe Code Academy. It's in my my community on school. Link down below. A while back, you video. Oh yeah. So I got to do an update on other skills. There's no skills I use regularly though, other than the UI skill. I'm using AI Studio for prototyping. Any reason to use anti-gravity versus Firebase Studio? Well, I mean, anti-gravity is more of a cursor, and Firebase Studio is more of a like lovable, and those are two very different tools. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got to do the thing. Show comments on stage. There we go. So everyone can participate. Lovable is more for prototyping. Like AI Studio is more for prototyping. And then when you're ready to get serious, you move it over to anti-gravity or cursor or Claude code. You know, a little more serious building apps. Claude -- version. All right, let's do that. Claude -- version. 2.065. Is that the newest one? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's considered a hallucination. The .Mac Claude Mem plugin from GitHub makes Claude 10 times more powerful with persistent memory compression. I feel like Claude's already pretty good with memory compression, no? Is better? That makes it better? I feel like it's already pretty good with memory compression, no? Done. All right, let's see if I can add updates now. Let's see. I own this one. Updates. Okay, add update. Let's add an update. Version 1.0. Today's date. What's the feature? Added cool new stuff. Publish update. Please enter a version number. 1.0. Publish update. Up. Well, that's an issue. Let's give this a Claude code. Go back into Claude code. Here we go. Okay, just tested it out, but getting this error. Maybe I got to reset the server because they added a new API endpoint. Let me just try that real quick. I'm just going to reset the server. And see if I get that same error. Visit. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, add update 1.0. Test. Publish update. Failed to create changelog entry. Okay, so I am getting an error. Console. Okay. Let's hit send to that. Oh. What am I doing? Here we go. Sick brain. Are you going to add any apps in the App Store? Once I think of a good idea. I haven't thought of any good ideas for the ChatGPT App Store. But I think it is a good opportunity. I think the ChatGPT App Store is a good opportunity. Skill issue on me. Gemini models have 1 million context window, but after 10, it turns to forgot. It would say, all right, here's the story. I am not feeling good and I need to go to the bathroom. So let's do this. I'm going to be away for like 2 minutes. Everyone introduce themselves in the chat. Say hello. Say what you're working on. And then make sure to reply to one other person who says something and then like give them feedback or say, hey, nice to meet you. Or like, ooh, I like that idea. Or, ooh, can I test that idea? That's my challenge to you. I am extremely sick right now and need to go to the bathroom real quick. That might be TMI, but it is what it is. This is my stream, so I'm going to give the TMI. So I'm going to be gone for 2 minutes while I go to the bathroom. Go in the chat, introduce yourself, and talk about what you're working on. I'll be right back. We're at 68 viewers right now. That better not go down. You don't leave, because the fact that I'm sick and doing this live stream, that should cause you to go to all your friends and say, hey, join join the live stream because we're seeing a Jordan flu performance today. We're seeing a Jordan flu performance. Join. That shouldn't be, oh, he's sick, I'm going to leave. It should be, oh, he's sick, I'm going to get more people to come in. So introduce yourself in the chat real quick. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm going to mute. Turn on mute. I will be turning on mute. All right, we're back. We're back. We only lost 10 people. That's good. That's better than expected. Hello, guys. I'm just in. What happened? Says Ruben. Ruben, I am sicker than... I don't even know. Test. No one has more audio issues than me. Nobody. You are not replying for my feedback, just giving answers to stupid questions, says Vamshi71. Listen. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm sick. Stop demanding I respond to your questions in the chat. What are you talking about? Vamshi71, do you think you're owed me replying to every single chat you put in the chat? Vamshi71, just giving answers for stupid questions. You calling other people's questions stupid, Vamshi? This is about the team, Vamshi. This is about the team. You're making it all about I. This is about the Fin. We're all on the same team here. We're all on the same FinFam team here. Don't make it about yourself, Vamshi. Don't make it about yourself. I leave caps on to shout at the CLI Claude code. I do that. I get into like all caps mode and with Claude code fixed. The issue was using clients. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Vamshi could use a reality check. Vamshi, it's not all about you, dude. It's not all about you. It's not all about you. What do you're answering everyone else's stupid questions. It's about the team, Vamshi. It's about the team. You're making it all about I. Relax, bud. Do you think your odds of me answering your questions went up or down since calling everyone stupid? Let's make the updates work here. Let's make the updates work here. I guess people left because they didn't want people catching Alex's virus. It must have been on the plane back from Mexico, right? That had to have been it. Test. Publish update. Boom. That's actually exactly what I was thinking it would look like. Very nice. That looks good. I'm trying to make an app on ChatGPT, but I'm kind of lost. What are you lost about? Cryptode L57. I got good news for you, Cryptode. I got very good news for you. When you're lost, you have access to super intelligence 24/7. So you're like, I'm trying to make an app on ChatGPT, but I'm lost. Well, the good news is you're talking to ChatGPT, which is super intelligence. So why not just say, hey, ChatGPT, I'm lost. And then it tells you what to do, whatever it is the hell you want to do, right? So good news. That's like saying, oh, I'm talking to the smartest human being on planet Earth, but I don't know the answer to this question. Oh, well, the good news is you just can ask that question to the smartest human being on Earth. You got sick vibe coding for 24 hours. Chat is lost as well. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. If you're healthy right now, if you're a healthy individual, if you're watching this live stream and you're a healthy individual, do yourself a favor and just take a second and pause and be grateful you're healthy. There's no time you're more grateful for health than when you're sick. And I would pay $10,000 right now to be healthy. I would pay $10,000 right now to not be sick anymore. It is such an unbelievable inconvenience being sick. It is the most inconvenient thing of all time when you're sick. I need to record videos. I need to do live streams. I have a community call in 55 minutes, and I'm as sick as a dog. And I would do anything to be healthy right now. If you're healthy right now, take a second, look up to the gods, and thank your God for your health. Because, I am not doing well at the moment. You should permanently move to Mexico so you can build stronger immune system, I guess. I should never leave my apartment ever again, so I never get sick again. I should be sitting here vibe coding 24/7 for the rest of my life. All right, let's go back to Claude Code. We implemented that feature. Let's go back to Claude Code. Let's figure out more features we can implement. Okay, that works now. What are other ways we can improve this page? Already using UIKit is better than Swift UI for vibe coding because of its customizability. People use Swift UI mostly because it's less lines of code, but it isn't customizable as UIKit. And who cares about the actual code when it's vibe coding, right? Yeah. I think most people just do whatever the default is in Claude Code. I think people care less about frameworks and all that. They just now it's all about the end result. You know, how can I get to the end result? Doesn't matter how it's done. Whatever way Claude Code does it, you know? Signing up for the Vibe Coding Academy. What should we expect to learn there? And isn't already covered in your millions of YouTube videos. Thanks for everything. Says AC Watcher. Vibe Coding Academy, you get 2 full-size courses, Claude Code course, masterclass, as well as an X Growth masterclass, as well as weekly calls with me. Can you learn everything in all the YouTube videos I've done? Yes. But now it's curated in one place and goes super in depth. It's also built in a way where it's like a program, where it's all about building an app end to end, right? My videos are on YouTube are kind of separate and disparate. Here it's one connected long program to build an app. And you also get weekly calls with me, which I guess you're on the live stream. So we're technically kind of calling each other right now, but you get weekly. We're going to do a call. You can just talk to my face in 50 minutes. You can just talk directly to me. So if that's worth it for you, you should join. If it's not worth it for you, then don't join. It's up to you. Here's some ideas to improve the app. Quick win. Let owners edit app details. Edit name, description, tagline. Yeah, we should do that. Add app stats for owners. Show views, clicks, upvotes over time in a small card. Similar app section. Polish. Consolidate the sidebar. Combine Maker, Tech Stack, Share into fewer cards to reduce visual clutter. Combine Maker, Tech Stack. I don't even see a Tech Stack in here. Screen support multiple images instead of just one app icon. Yeah, let's add a screenshot gallery to our app listings. I think that's a pretty good idea. You should have a screenshot gallery in here, like it's an app store. Someone commented on my last video, your content is very good. Keep going. Is that spam? Like, is that AI? I get like 20 of those replies a day. Your content's very good. Keep going. Is that just AI replies on my videos? I'd like to believe it's a real person going, hey, your content's great. Keep going. Something tells me it's an AI. I don't know what the point of that is. What's the goal of an AI replying to your YouTube videos with that? Oh, you can't really see what I'm typing when I got like the chat over it, huh? What if I make this disappear? Should I put this over to the right? Panel position left, left. Yeah, I guess we'll just do that, right? So now you can see it. Yeah, it looks better. All right. So we're going to add a screenshot gallery to the app listings page. So if I do share screen, I pull this. So we have our app listing in our vibe coded app store. We're going to have a screenshot section where you can see screenshots, like a gallery of the app. I think that'll be pretty good. I'm sure I'm going to have to do a database update for that. The chat would look better under or over your cam with a cleaner background for readability. I don't think I have that option. I can do tall, I can do wide, regular, font medium, or font big. I could do the bigger font. Let's do bigger font so you can read it a little bit better. I use StreamYard. I don't use I think OBS is too confusing, to be quite honest with you. I think OBS is too confusing. StreamYard makes this pretty easy. So I just use StreamYard. Let's go back to Claude Code. It's working. Let's keep an eye on what it's building. I appreciate the recommendation, Swiss HD, representing the Twitch community. But I don't think I have that customization option. I think it's pretty readable in that current state with the medium text, huh? So we're adding the screenshot gallery to our listing. What we're building out, it's a vibe-coded app store. Anyone will just be able to submit whatever apps you're building. We've had like 10 people text in the chat today telling me to review their app. Now you'll be able to put it in the app store. I'll review it in the app store. What's up, brother? What's up, dude? How you doing, Phantom Platypus? Good to see you, my man. Supporter since day one, Phantom Platypus. Love Phantom Platypus. Follow Phantom Platypus on X. Is it worthwhile to use Git branches when vibe coding with Claude, or do you generally stick to main? Well, the best practices is to create branches for every feature. Am I always the best with that? No. If I'm quickly vibing and going through it quickly, like, am I setting up a branch for every feature? No. But like, if you're building out a bigger feature, then I would do it for sure. I think any professional developer who's listening to this stream right now is now crapping their pants, going, oh my God, he's telling them to work right out of Maine. What an idiot. This is why vibe coding will never succeed. Yeah, well, F you. Best practices to create a new branch for every new feature you do. So that's best practice. It's up to you if you want to neglect best practices and just quickly add features to main. CP Read. Is this Cooper from Optimizely? Is this the same one? My old coworker? It looks like it in the profile picture. I can't tell though. Yes, sir. What's up, dude? How you doing? How you been? You've been in the chat before. I just didn't recognize you. Now it just hit me. It hit me in my sick state. It took sick brain. It took my sick brain to recognize you. Or maybe I have recognized you in the past and I said something. I just don't remember because I'm so sick. Either way, what's up, dude? How you doing? Good to hear from you. This is my old coworker. How you been, dude? You been good? He used to sit behind me at Optimizely while I was actively not paying attention because I thought the product kind of sucked, but whatever. You ever work for a company where you're like, damn, this product kind of sucks? I probably shouldn't be admitting that out loud. There probably shouldn't be something I admit out loud, but I'm so sick right now and on so much Dayquil and NyQuil at the same exact time that I'm just saying anything that comes to my mind. Great, dude. Just tuning in to figure out this world. But well, dude, you're really fucking smart. I would be hoping you're using like Claude Code and AI and stuff. I assume you're still, you still like a solutions architect? You still building stuff? If so, I hope you're using Claude Code, man. It's going to make your life so much easier. What have you been using? You've been using Claude? It'll make your life so much easier, man. The screenshot gallery is now complete. I have several things I want to build quickly, and I'm using Codex now. I mean, Codex is good, but I just personally, I mean, people, you can use whatever you want. Whatever you want. People are good at different tools. I just think Claude Code's the best. Oh, but our company was acquired by OpenAI. Well, first of all, congratulations. I hope you made a bag. That's awesome. I hope you made a bag off that, dude. So I guess you're forced into using Codex, huh? I mean, Codex is great. I didn't mean to crap on your company. Codex is great, and I love OpenAI. I'm a huge OpenAI fan. I'm just a Claude Code guy. If you ever want feedback on Codex, let me know. I'm happy to give you feedback. If you want to help the team out. I'm rooting for OpenAI. I'm a Sam Altman fan. I'm sorry. People might call me crazy. I'm a big Sam Altman fan. I'm impartial. Whatever gets the best output. All right. You have no alliances. Well, do you still work for the company that got bought by OpenAI? Do you still work for that company? So that means, do you work for OpenAI? I'm confused. Maybe I have all the brain fog. Dude, everyone says I look like Sam Altman. Do I look like Sam Altman? Do I look like Sam Altman? Everyone says I look like Sam Altman. Yes, I do. On paternity leave, though. Well, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, are people at when you work for OpenAI, are you allowed to use Claude Code? Can people at OpenAI use Claude Code? Are you allowed? Or will they get angry at you? What's the vibe at OpenAI? Do I look like him? People say I look like him. I got a lot of people that say I look exactly like him. I don't know. I don't see it. A lot of people say it, though. Kinda? All right. I mean, he's a smart dude. Yeah, no? What kind of answer is yeah, no? What does that mean? Yeah, no. Is that a yes or is that a no? How can you say yes and no in the same sentence? What the hell does that mean? Good question, Claude, but unlimited enterprise license for Codex is a compelling reason for me to go all in on Codex. Yeah, I mean, you got to listen. If I worked for OpenAI, I'm gonna be honest, I applied for an OpenAI job like a year ago, and I never heard back. It was right when I started doing like YouTube videos and building my Twitter. I applied for, what did I apply for? I applied for developer experience engineer, which is basically just what I'm doing now, creating content about Codex. They never got back to me. But if they would have hired me, I would have went all in on Codex. I'd have said, screw Claude Code. I went all in on Codex. It's too bad. It's too bad they didn't invest, because now they could have invested in me early, because now I'm at 60K YouTube subscribers. That's a huge audience for Codex, and 300K Twitter. You could have got on me early. I'd be making a ton of Codex content. Oh well. All you white people look alike, says Based G Nels. Well, that's mildly racist. Nah, you're handsome. He looks like an android. Hey, Sam, if you're watching, man, I think you look handsome. I think you're a handsome looking dude, Sam, if you're watching. If you're watching, Sam, I think don't listen to Phantom Platypus, even though he's my biggest fan and I'm his biggest fan. Good looking guy, Sam. Don't worry about it. Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to the chat. How much did Altman pay for the meet and greet photo with you? I said, hey, listen. Sam, give me early access to 5.2. You can take a picture. He gave me early access, so it's free. I'm being facetious. I'm half white. Oh, well, there you go. Base G Nels. All right, well, half welcome to the tribe, I guess. I don't know. I mean, listen. I don't want to make this about race, but do white people all kind of have the same haircut? Yeah, I mean, look at our hair. Kind of looks the same. We all do the little swoop to the right. Us white guys, we all do the little swoop to the right, huh? Do I do it to the right? Yeah, I do it to the right. It is what it is. I'm having an MVP product using anti-gravity by your inspiration. How to get... Listen, Vamshi. Half your messages, Vamshi, are why don't you answer my replies? And the other half of your messages are nonsensical BS. You said, why don't you answer any of my questions? And now this is your question. I have created an MVP product using anti-gravity by your inspo. How to get? That's not a question. That doesn't make any sense. How to get? What are you talking about, dude? I'm not going to answer your questions if they don't make sense. I have created an MVP product. How to get? I have created an MVP product. How to get? Dude, none of these are real questions. You want me to answer your questions, and how to get? How to get's not a question. How to get? You want me to answer your questions? Put real questions in, dude. What are you talking about? How to get customers? So your question? So the big $1 million question you've been begging me to answer is how do I get customers? Is that the $1 million question you've been crying in my comments? Is how to get customers? That's the $1 million question you've been crying in my comments for the last week on. Why don't you answer my questions? Why don't you answer my okay, so the question is how to get customers? I don't know, here you want to know how to get customers? Build a product people want to use and you'll get customers. There you go. All your answers are questions. Build a product that makes people's lives better and you'll get customers, Vamshi. I hope that's helpful. Ever consider that Vamshi native language is not English? That's fine. That's totally fine if his native language is not English. But don't send me 40 messages a day demanding I answer your questions, and then your questions don't make any sense. If your native language isn't English, I'm 100% okay with that. But the problem is Vamshi sends me 20 messages a day saying, why aren't you answering my questions? And then I click on the question, and it's crying face how to get. All right, where are we at? Where are we at in Claude Code? Sick brain today. Sick brain's causing me to do a lot of ranting. All right, so we have the screenshot gallery. Let's test the screenshot gallery. He's needy. We're all a little needy. We're all a little needy. Let's test the screenshot gallery out. We're all a little needy, huh? It's Christmas time. We all get a little needy. He didn't know the parts of speech. That's fine. How to get customers. Hardest part of all this. Make sure you're solving a real problem. Crowdsource the viability by reaching out to people in the area you're considering building solutions. That's for sure good. I mean, that's a good recommendation for sure. I think the best way to reach the people in the area you're building the solution for, though, is to build a distribution channel. And what I mean by that is like, you know, I have 300,000 followers on Twitter. I have 60,000 subs on YouTube. Whenever I launch a product, I have kind of an army of people lined up ready to see it, right? So if the question is, how do I get customers? I think the absolute best way to do it is to build your distribution by creating content around whatever it is, the problem you're solving, right? Like I'm building vibe coding tools and things like that. And so what am I doing? I'm live streaming about vibe coding. I'm creating YouTube videos about vibe coding. I'm creating Twitter tutorials on vibe coding. And then when I release my vibe coding tools, I'll have a whole bunch of people lined up that are used to me solving vibe coding problems. Like, okay, now I'll get your tool, right? So I think the best way to get customers is build distribution around whatever it is, the problem you're solving. And then when you release the product, you can go to that distribution channel and be like, hey, I told you how to solve those problems. Now here's the solution for it. Buy it. And then people will buy it. Cooper, solution architect. So what's your title now? Solution architect at OpenAI? I don't mean to blast you all over this live stream and talk about your entire personal life in front of 63 people, but I feel like we're kind of catching up here on this live stream. We got to chat sometime, dude. We got to chat sometime. My native language isn't English either, but it doesn't mean I can't put together a coherent sentence for an average person to understand. Yeah, I mean, we live in the age of AI. You know, we can pop open Ask ChatGPT over here on the right and say, hey, how do I make this? Is this a complete sentence? You know, I don't want to crap on people though. I'm sick. Anyone getting offended, I'm very sick, and I do not represent what I'm saying. I have like the worst virus ever right now. Sorry, just a typo mistake. And here I am watching your stream at night around 2 p.m. So that's why I messaged 4 times to get my answer to go to sleep. Sorry for the trouble, Alex and everyone. What? 2 p.m. at night? Should I be sleeping at 2 p.m. at night? Am I living my life the wrong way by not sleeping at 2 p.m. at night? Is it 2 a.m.? Oh, 2 a.m. Oh, well. Listen. You're a valued member of the FinFam community, Vamshi. Welcome to the FinFam community. You're a valued member. This is what we do in the FinFam. We kind of crap on people when, hey, answer my question. When people in the FinFam community start going, I, we crap on them a little bit. It's nothing personal. Alex literally tells you how to make it in life. Listen, 100 emoji. That's for sure. What did we just implement? Oh, screenshot gallery. Okay, screenshots. Let's add a screenshot. Let's add a screenshot, huh? Failed to upload image. Oh, I got to do a migration. I got to update the database. Got to update the database. So I am going in Claude Code as we speak here. Here, I'll even show you what I'm doing. Here we go. Let's put this in here. Let's go to SQL editor. Claude wrote me a bunch of SQL queries. It's going to create a new column for screenshots that will store the screenshots. We're going to hit run. It's going to add the column to the table for the screenshots. Now we're going to go back in here. We're going to refresh. We got to fix that eventually. We're going to go in here. We're going to add a screenshot. I'm going to select it. It's going to say failed to upload image. What else did we need to do? To activate the feature, run the migration. We did it. We did that already. All right. Let's see what the logs say. Let's see what the logs say. What issues we have in the logs here. Inspect. Come on. All right. The logs aren't showing up for me here. Oh, here they are. All right. Console. Saying bucket not found. We probably have to create some sort of bucket to store these images. Let's go back into Claude Code. Did I have to create a bucket for this or something? Getting this error. Paste in the error, hit enter. Rule number 1, never apologize. Rule number 2, don't get offended. Well, rule number 1 is take nothing personally. If you haven't read the 4 agreements, read the 4 agreements. Very, very good book. If you're watching this right now, I don't want to sound like Veggie 32 who just tells people what books to read all day. But if you haven't read the 4 agreements yet, read the 4 agreements. And one of those agreements, it's basically like the 4 rules of life. It's a very good book. And one of those agreements is take nothing personally. And it's a good rule of life. Take nothing. If people are attacking you, if people are making fun of you, if people are trying to put you down, whatever it is, take none of it personally. People's actions, and I don't want to come off like a freaking guru here, but I think it's powerful. People's actions and the things they say and the things they do are all a reflection on themselves. Right. If Vamshi were to go in here and go, F you, F you, F you for doing this, F you for doing that, it's not a reflection on anything I did. It's a reflection on them. I'm just using you as an example, Vamshi. Right? It's a reflection of whatever's going on in their life. People getting angry, it's not a reflection on you when they're getting angry at you. It's a reflection on themselves. So take nothing personally. It's a very powerful book. I think it's Tom Brady's favorite book. I'm a Tom Brady guy. Another rule, don't argue with an idiot or you become the idiot. Yeah, it's another thing too. Don't argue with idiots. That's why I don't argue with people on X. Every tweet I put out, there's 4,000 replies of people going, oh, but this, straw man this, straw man that. And it's like, it's not even worth replying to. Here's another rule I'll add to the 4 agreements. Don't ever argue with people on the internet. Never argue with anyone on the internet. There has never been a single winner of an internet argument ever. No one has ever won an internet argument. So especially if you're on X, because Twitter is basically just internet argument. It's like internet argument central USA. All people on Twitter do is just argue. Never get into internet arguments, ever. You will never be a winner. You will never beat someone in a debate on the internet. Because no one will ever give up, and things will just get personal and heated, and nothing will ever come out of it. All right, what do I got to do here to fix these screenshots? Yes, you need to create a storage bucket in the Supabase. Let me create a migration for that. Okay, so it's creating the migration. Run this migration. Is this the migration? Which is the migration? This one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so I'm going to run this in Supabase. Some people get upset when I go on rants like that and go, why don't you just vibe code? Just vibe code. Just go on vibe code. Shut up. We don't care. If you just want content on vibe coding and that's it, watch any of my videos. The live streams are for chatting, hanging out, conversating, talking about life. The videos are that your tight 10-minute, here's how to do X, here's how to do Y. This is where people come in, right? Vibe coding isn't just Claude code. Vibe coding is a state of mind. It's a state of life. To succeed in vibe coding, to succeed in business, to succeed in creating things, you got to be well-rounded in a lot of different ways. You got to have the right mindset. You got to be talking to the right people. You got to be having the right friends. You got to have the right network. The live streaming is about that. If you want specific tutorials on how to build with X, Y, Z, just watch the videos I put out on YouTube, right? The 10-minute tight videos. But if you want to learn about life, if you want to learn about building a real business with vibe coding, you go to the live stream, you hang out, you have a little fun, you loosen up a little bit. You drink a flat white, you make yourself a flat white, you drink it. You get sick as a dog and you sit on a live stream all day. I should be drinking water. That's what I should be doing. People take everything personally now. I have a strong, I don't give a F muscle. That's what I'm talking about, base G-Nels. Yeah, take nothing personally, man. Everyone takes everything personally. We live in such angry times. Everyone gets so angry. Everyone relax. What's up, brother? New Chimo. What's up, Benjamin? Benjamin, old friend of mine, too. We got burgers back in New York. Follow Benjamin on X. New cheat mode. What's the new cheat mode? I type stuff all the time and then just delete it for the exact... Yeah, I do that too. I do that a lot in YouTube comments. I get people crap on me in the YouTube comments on my videos. And I lose control and I reply. And then literally 10 seconds later, I go, what am I doing replying to these people? And then I just delete it. There's no point. It's don't argue with fools, because from a distance, people can't tell who is who. Vibe coding is vibing. It is. How boring the stream would be if we were just watching over your shoulder with only occasional... Yeah, what people just want me to type the Claude code all day? Is that what you want? Is me just sitting here typing a Claude code all day? Is that what people want? I type stuff out all the time on posts on X and realize it's not worth getting in the middle of an iron, and I delete it and keep on vibe coding. That's the way, Custom Phil. That's the way, Custom Phil. Listen, I'm the biggest X fan in the world. I love X. My whole business, I couldn't have quit my job if it wasn't for X. I quit my job 2 years ago because of X, where I grew a big audience there and started making money. I'm like, oh, I don't need to work anymore. I'll just do this full time. Listen, I'm the biggest. I'm wearing the XAI shirt. I'm wearing the XAI shirt. But listen, there are so many morons on that platform that just want to argue with you all day. Do not fall for it. What you need to do, you need to do this. You need to stop looking at the feed. No more using the feed on X. No more using the feed on X. No more using the feed on X. What you do is you create a list. You just use X lists. You create your own list. I made one, AI thought leaders, and this is all I do is read this. This is all I do is read this. Matt Wolf, met him, great guy. And I just have a very curated list of AI people. It's all I read. That's it. I don't see any of the arguments. I don't see any of the toxicity. Because there are so many toxic people on this platform. It's ridiculous. So many. If you get lost in the sauce on X, it will warp your brain. And I think everyone should be on X. I think it's the best place to build a community and audience. Cooper, my man, take care, brother. Reach out sometime. I don't know, DM me on LinkedIn or something. Do we have each other's numbers? Reach out sometime. We got to catch up, dude. Hope you've been well. Thanks for stopping by. This is the most toxic place on the internet. And if you get lost in it, it'll warp your brain. But at the same time, if you use it the right way, you can build an entire business on it easily. I built my entire business on it. So you got to use it the right way. It's a great opportunity if you can use it the right way. Good parts and bad parts of X. Love X, just not all of it. There's so much BS. I was raised by a World War II vet. I can't bite my tongue. I love it. I love it. All right, where are we at? All right, we got to do this migration in here. So let's go here. Let's go SQL editor. Oh, did we just run this? Did we run this? Has it been run? I forgot if I hit run on this or not. Let's refresh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. What are we doing here? We crashed? Our App Store crash out? What are we doing here? Here we go. All right. I think this is going to be fun when we launch this. I think this is going to be a cool app. I hope so. If it's not, then whatever. Who cares? You build things and launch things. You see what works. Oh, it worked. Boom. It's kind of a big screenshot area, but whatever. Let's add another one. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. That's nice. How sick is Claude Code, dude? Just one shot that. That's pretty amazing. A nice little screenshot carousel here. That's sick. Hello, are we testing the new official Codex skills? What's Codex implemented Claude skills, right? What is there to test? Probably works. I would imagine. I mean, all skills are just markdown file that describe how to do something. So I'm sure it works. I don't know if there's any need to test it. I'm sure it works. Here, I'm debating how much I want to share here because I'm building another product around this. But I think Claude skills are sick. I think they're cool, right? I think they're really cool. I think there's a better way to interface with skills. I think there's a better way. I'm building that better skills interface. It's a little side project I started working on last night as my brain was just drugged out of its mind off Dayquil and NyQuil. Hearing echo. I don't know what to tell you. I give up. Sorry, I don't know. Is there really an echo? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to spend any time trying to figure out if there's an echo or not. I think there's a better way to interface with skills. I think there's a better way to interface with almost everything AI. I think there's a massive, here's where the opportunity is right now. You want to know where the opportunity is in AI? We live in a bubble right now, I think, in the AI world where all of us, if you're watching the stream, I'd imagine you use AI regularly, Claude Code regularly, Codex regularly. I'd imagine. I think that's a safe guess. But we are, I think, a very small minority of most people out there. I think a vast majority of people do not use AI in a productive manner like you and we do, like us in the FinFam. Like we in the FinFam, we use it productively. We're building businesses. We're making ourselves better, right? But I think most people don't. I think if you talk to most people in the world, most people on X, most your family members, and you ask them, hey, you use an AI? I think, yeah, I went on AI the other day and I asked it to tell me a fart joke. And it told me a fart joke. I think that's how most people use AI. I think there's a tremendous opportunity at the moment, and this is what I'm working on, to build better interfaces for AI that allow normies to do, not only allow, but guide them through doing what we do. Guide them through doing what we do with AI, the value we get out of it. I don't know if that makes sense to you. But like, one of those examples is Claude skills. 99.9% of people don't use Claude skills because they don't think of skills, because they don't know what skills are, whatever. So if you can build an interface where all I have to do is sign up for something and now skills are being created automatically and being implemented, I don't have to think about skills, I think that's a winning product. And now you just expand that concept out for everything in AI, for vibe coding, for using the chatbots to brainstorm things, for managing your life. You build out better interfaces that take normies and allow them to do these things without thinking, without having to use creative thinking. I think that's a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. That's what I'm working on with my side projects. And something you guys should think about. How can you build products that allow the 99% of people who aren't in our bubble to do the things we're doing without effort or having to think? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of what I'm trying to do with this AI app store, right? Where people can submit their apps and it helps them find an audience without having to tweet and create content, but taking it to a whole nother level. I do think 5.2 is the best GPT model, though, from OpenAI. Yeah, 5.2 is incredible. I don't understand the people crapping on 5.2. There's so many people crapping on it. Like, what are you talking about? It's excellent. The people crapping on Claude Code, oh, it's got stupider. What? What are you talking about? Can we trust AI models with our new innovation, especially when switching LLMs during... I don't know what that means. Can we trust AI models with our new innovation? Is that... I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I can't begin to parse what you're asking me. Sorry, Dalek. I've built a React Native app in 2 days of Codex. So I also work full-time. That's what I'm talking about, Conrad Major, right? You know, most people are stuck in 9-to-5s. I was stuck in a 9-to-5. If you want to escape the 9-to-5, you're going to have to make insane sacrifices. That's what it comes down to. Like for me, I was working like 8 to... It wasn't even a 9-to-5. It was like an 8 to 8. And I really, if you're like me, you probably want it to quit your job and like work for yourself and do your own thing full time. And it's not easy. If it were easy, everyone would be quitting their 9-to-5, but very few people get to do it. And so sometimes you're going to have to work 8 to 8. And then once you get out at 8 p.m., vibe code from 8 p.m. to 1 in the morning, and then wake up a few hours later. You know? Sometimes it takes hard work. It ain't easy. If you want to do what only the very few people got to do, you got to work harder than most of those people. Right? You got a live stream in front of 73 people when you're sick as a dog. You got to vibe code until 2 in the morning, then write a newsletter, then write a few tweets, then script a YouTube video, then wake up a couple hours later. That's what I was doing for years. And then finally, after doing that consistently for long enough, I was able to quit my job. People don't understand where we are at and potential we already have and the potential which is coming soon. Yeah. They don't understand. Which is why this is such a good opportunity right now to build something. Which is why this is such an insanely good opportunity right now. Like we are in like 1995 internet stage right now, where like no one knew what the internet was capable of. And you can just like build like an online bookstore and make billions of dollars. That's where we are with vibe coding and AI. That's why I went all in on vibe coding on my YouTube channel. It's such an insane opportunity. And if you just poke holes, all you gotta do is poke holes here and there, poke holes. There's gonna be so many opportunities. You just poke holes, launch stuff, build stuff, launch it, poke hole here, poke hole there. You're gonna find money is gonna pour out of those holes because there's so much opportunity to build stuff. You just got to be building something, man. If you're watching this, what do you like? Think about what you're building. You have to be building something. If you don't know about encapsulation inheritance, one source of truth, you really can't build complex projects. I disagree completely. I have a computer science degree. I know about encapsulation and inheritance and all that. I paid $160,000 to learn about it 15 years ago. I don't think you need to know all about that stuff to build an app and make money. I don't think you need to. I'm gonna be honest. Got laid off from my front end job and I cooked if my back end skills are not good. Got laid off from my front end job. Am I cooked if my back end skills are not good? Well, the good news is you can just learn that real quick. You just go to AI and say, hey, teach me back end skills, and then it teaches you it. Matt Wolf is a good follow too. Glad. Yeah, he's a nice guy. I met him at OpenAI Dev Day. He's very nice. It's a very nice guy. Good follow. John, man, hope it was paid off. I'm doing a little live meetup group every Saturday. That's my starting point for now. Good. At least you're doing something. Mount Rushmore of AI and YouTube. So many holes, so little time. Oh, wait. I'm all in on this. Any advice for making content, especially video content? Yeah, here we go. I'm going to go on a little bit of a video rant here real quick. For those who don't like rants, I'm sorry about this. I'm all in on this. Any advice for making content, especially video content? I think from a content perspective, YouTube is the greatest opportunity of all time. From a content perspective, YouTube is the greatest opportunity of all time. It is the biggest imbalance of supply and demand ever when it comes to content. YouTube has multi-billion people, monthly active users, multi-billion. 2% of all time spent by human beings is on YouTube. 2% of all time spent by human beings is on YouTube. Half of the data flowing through the pipes of the internet is YouTube data. So you have this tremendous audience on YouTube, but at the same time, it has the highest barrier of entry of creating content. So huge demand, very little supply, because it is so difficult to create YouTube content because you got to turn on your camera. You got to talk to your camera. For a lot of people, this is very uncomfortable talking to your camera. It's just mentally very uncomfortable. Right? On Twitter, it's very easy to write tweets because you can anonymously shit out whatever's on your brain on your Twitter. Very easy. No barrier of entry at all. On the opposite end is YouTube. Extremely high barrier because you need to turn on your camera. You need to look in your lens and you need to talk to nobody. And that is very difficult to do for a lot of people. So the barrier is the highest out of all of them. You need to script, you need to edit, you need to do all this stuff. Very, very difficult. And so if you're looking to build distribution and if you're looking to get customers for your apps, right? I get that question all the time. How do I get customers for my apps? It's the number one question I get. How do I get customers for my apps? Well, the answer to that is distribution, right? Having a platform, having a voice. If I launch an app right now, I have a ton of people to sell it to because I have a huge audience. So the best way to get customers is to build distribution. What's the best way to build distribution? Get an audience on YouTube. Why is that the best? Because it has the most users of any social media network site on planet Earth, and you have the least competition. It has the absolute least competition because so many people are afraid to turn on their camera and talk into their camera. I forget who said it, but if you live your life chasing skills that are very easy to do, but make people very uncomfortable, you're going to be successful. What does that mean? YouTube, it's very easy to do. You just turn on your camera and talk about things. That's very easy. That's physically easy to do, but it makes people very uncomfortable. But it makes people, there's a mental barrier there. For a lot of people, there's a mental barrier because it's just so weird to people, you know? It's just so weird to look into a camera and talk to it. That's just weird. That makes people uncomfortable. For most people, it's like, oh, I don't want to do that. That's weird, right? And so if you spend your life chasing those activities and skills that are easy to do but make people uncomfortable, you're going to be successful. Because you'll be able to do things that have a lot of demand but not a lot of supply, and it's not going to be incredibly hard for you to pick up. Vibe coding, one of those things. Vibe coding, very easy to do. You just talk to an AI and say, hey, build this. but it makes people uncomfortable because you see code, you see this, right? It looks technical, so it makes people uncomfortable, but it's very easy to do. You just tell it what you want to build and it does it. Vibe coding, one of those things. YouTube, one of those things where if you just do YouTube consistently for a year and you post 2 times a week for a year, it doesn't matter how bad your videos are. Well, it does matter. I'm just saying it doesn't matter to encourage you. Like if you post crap videos, like, yeah, you're not going to grow, but you try to improve a little bit every time, you will be successful. You will be successful because there's so little supply and so much demand. You just have to break through that mental barrier of, ooh, this is weird. You have to break through that, ooh, this is weird barrier. You have to break through the cringe. Right? You have to break through the cringe. The easiest way to be successful is just being really, really cringe. Listening to your rants, lessons, talks, whatever you want to call it. It's so refreshing and actually relaxing to just listen to for hours. That makes me happy to hear. Because I mean, this is new to me, this whole streaming thing. So I don't know what people actually want to hear. So I just kind of come on here and talk. What the hell am I watching? Says John Walsh 2019. Don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Not for you. This is an A-B conversation. You can see your way out. Preconceived notions hold a lot of people back. Yeah, people they think, oh, this is cringe. I'm not going to do it, right? They stop themselves from being uncomfortable. They turn to the John Walshes of the world. They go, ooh, this is uncomfortable. This is not for me. They don't open their brains up. But if you can break through that barrier and you can create content, put yourself out there, go on the video, turn on the camera, you can be successful. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. Let's see. We are up against time. I'm doing a call in 5 minutes in the Vibe Coding Academy. If you want to join the Vibe Coding Academy, link down below. We do weekly calls. Our next weekly call is in 5 minutes. I'm going to put out a video on all the new Claude Code updates either tomorrow or Monday. Leaning towards Monday because I'm as sick as a dog. I'm very sick. And it might be hard to record another video after 2 hours of live stream and an hour-long call in the Vibe Coding Academy. And then this might be difficult, but we'll see. Yeah, when I try to make videos, they always seem dull. Even when I'm trying to be over the top with expressions and speaking, I need to display myself and do a bunch of practice videos. Don't even do practice videos, Modelier. Just put them out. Just put them out, dude. I haven't deleted any of my videos. So if you want to see what cringe is, Modelier, if you want to see what dull and weird and boring is, go to my channel and do the reverse order of my videos. And look at my oldest videos and watch them. I haven't deleted them. They're cringe and weird. It just takes practice. No one authentically starts filming YouTube and is just fire off the rip. Like Mr. Beast, his old videos stunk. I mean, I think his newer videos stink, to be quite honest, between you and me. But, you know, I understand why people like them. Not for me. They're just dopamine factories to me. It's like the Fortnite of videos to me. No offense. Watch it. Let's link up. Let's collab. But you improve over time. You just got to do it. You have the most practical Claude Code advice on YouTube. Thank you, Kwaku4480. I appreciate that. That means a lot. I feel like Claude Code has kind of become my niche. I feel like I've kind of become the Claude Code guy. I feel like I just got to do way more Claude Code videos. I don't know. But I think it's the best. They're not even paying me. I just think it's the best. All right. I love you all. This was a fun stream. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to the amazing people like the Base G Nels, the Benjamins, the Slenders, the Daleks, the Broncolanes, the Dwees, the Modeliers, the DB Techs, the JDs. Shout out to all you. I appreciate it. And shout out to the haters. Shout out to the people who don't understand it. Don't understand what us FinFam people are doing. They don't understand what the FinFam is all about. Shout out to them as well. We appreciate you as well. I got to go brush my teeth and get ready for the next call, which will be in the Vibe Coding Academy in 3 minutes. But I y'all, it was fun hanging out. We'll be back Monday. I'm pretty sure I'll feel better Monday. We'll be back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Definitely turn on notifications, but like, subscribe, turn on notifications. This is a blast. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. We do this. These are all fun to do. I love you all. We do a little vibe and we do a little ranting. It is what it is. We'll talk soon. Hope you all have an amazing weekend. Amazing weekend.